Back with entertainment critic and Need for Speed Ryan J. Talking about F1 today. Yeah.
I didn't even think you'd be able to.
I didn't know you'd do that either.
It's so masculine, right?
I know. Do it again.
Let's just talk Brad Pitt. Can we please?
Yes, because F1 the movie, Formula One, it is the slick race car drama that's packed with action starring your Hollywood husband, Brad Pitt. I was very excited. Tiffany, you got to see this also.
I got to see it last night, so I'm very excited to see what you have to say about it. It's in theaters. This is truly one you have to see on the big screen. But what do you think in terms of like the characters and choosing of Brad Pitt and all that?
Brad Pitt is great.
So
I mean,
great.
come on, isn't he? I
He's
know.
so
and he's in
great.
almost every shot for you.
Yeah.
Right?
I love it.
And he looks great for you.
Incredible.
But so does Javier Bardem look great for the rest of us. You know?
Javier looked hot as
and
well.
I heard that Javier picked Brad Pitt for this movie, right? He cast him or something like that.
As producer, right? But Brad plays a really interesting character. At first blush, it's kind of like takes place on a racetrack, and it's during Formula One in the last 9 races all around the world for this latest competition. And Brad's character is interesting because normally we see someone who really is motivated by money or does what they do because it brings something else to their lives. He's like an artist of a race car driver.
It's a great way to say it.
He does it just for the love of the sport, and it shows in his character and his choices.
Yeah, they play that question like throughout the whole show too. What did you think about the balance between the action and the relationships too? Because there was it seemed very PG-13, so the relationships were pretty mild.
Yeah, well, and it's like Rocky in the sense of that here comes in this former race car. Why do I keep saying race car? Race car superstar who comes in to mentor a younger one, and they're on the same team, but there's great competition between them. They become like rivals. There's generational issues and ego, but I loved that give and take between their relationships and the relationships with other people on the whole team. And the real stars of this movie are the cars.
Yeah.
There's so many cool close-ups.
Oh, they're great.
The beauty of like how these cars are put together and how they do the changes and all the little minutia, the strategy involved. It's not just about going fast to finish first. There's so much strategy in a race and how many laps there are and how you can work together. I learned so much in the most fun way. It's not like, boring info.
Yeah, okay, I'd watch the movie just because of Brad Pitt, but what I want to know from you is it a good movie? Is it a quality pick?
It really is. It's suspenseful. It's cool, edge of your seat. Tiffany, when you were watching like the end, especially the climax, like I was like tapping on my leg.
I know.
I was like leaning in. Were you feeling that too?
I had no clue how it was going to end, and I was so wrong.
Were you into it?
Yeah, I was so into it. I
yes.
loved every ounce of it. I loved, like you were talking about like the cars and how they're made, and some of the views of racing were incredible.
So cool.
I loved it.
See it. It's a really fun one to see.
Yay! See it. You were so worried I was going to give a spoiler. I would not.
I know. I was like, don't give anything away.
I would never. Don't worry. It's so good.
All right, M3GAN 2.0, PG-13 in theaters.
Right, and here's where I need to attack you guys.
Uh-oh.
Because you said before the break, you're like, I'm not going to see this because it's a horror movie. It is not a horror movie. This is a cyber thriller. Thank you very much.
Oh. Okay, so she was part of the pre things before the movie last night of F1.
Okay.
Do you like
it's called
her?
a trailer.
Like, the trailer.
Or preview.
She was in that. And it was so interesting. Do you have to see the first one?
No.
You don't?
I like this one actually better than the first one. I thought the first one was great, but it was really more known for it went viral because the M3GAN AI, robot had this dance that took over social media and made the movie a sensation. It co-stars Allison Williams, who was great in Get Out and HBO's Girls and the rest of it.
But that's scary though.
Well, no, she's just a robot.
Oh, so she's dancing again.
Yeah, that's actually the dance from the first one. This is all from the first one. What we're seeing right now is not M3GAN 2.0.
Because I felt like she's more AI.
We're actually showing the trailer for M3GAN right now. This is 2.0. And so what's great about this one is it takes into consideration that we know more about the fears of AI since the last movie came out. And this movie is actually a lot smarter and is a lot more warning for kids who use technology too much, the dangers of AI. It's also funny and quick. It's almost like AI is a woman scorned, It's a little silly at times, but really twisty and enjoyable. I'd say see it.
No,
you would think we should see it?
Yes.
It's not scary?
No, it's not scary at all. There's nothing horror about this movie whatsoever. It's a cyber thriller.
Okay.
I don't like cyber thrillers either.
Then fine.
I might.
Okay, Saltwater, rated R, available to stream.
Yes, inspired by true events, this is a movie about a man who reconnects with a priest who abused him as a boy.
Wow.
Okay.
Right?
This is going to be a tough one.
Who's in this?
Well, that's the thing is like it's in Spanish with English subtitles, and I thought that was a really gripping premise. Like I want to see this confrontation. It is nothing like that. It is slow. It is boring. I was like, there's so much potential. When you just hear that premise, I feel like if somebody gave me a writing assignment, write that story, fictionalized, whatever, like I would come up with some drama.
Yes.
There is not that in this movie.
Really?
Like, yeah, it's just kind of, it's a lot of people sitting around on beds without air conditioning and the fans blowing and they're just reminiscing about like the beach. And I'm like, what is happening here? Let's get to the juice. There is no juice in this, but it does lightly show one person who's a survivor of trauma and how trauma survivors can have that affect people's lives in different ways, impact you in various different ways. So that's interesting, but it just is really boring. I'd say skip it.
Skip it. All right, so we had 2 see it's and 1 skip it.
There you go.
That's pretty good. 2 for 3.
If you're keeping score.
Yeah. Good to see you, Ryan.
Thanks.
You can follow Ryan J on socials at Ryan J Reviews, and for his full archive of entertainment reviews to help you decide what to see, stream, or skip, it's RyanJReviews.com.